GameSwift to the moon. We'll be on moon soon. GameSwift to the moon. Yeah. We'll be singing with me that GameSwift to the moon. Yeah. It's crazy how fast it's going to the moon. Yeah.
Woo!
Welcome everybody. This is the GameSwift show. So you need to be prepared for something big, for huge news. Here with me is Pan Paragraf, big shot in the Web3 ecosystem, in the whole Web3 space. So I will have some questions today to him because, you know, a lot of things is going on around the GameSwift. So you just saw it on our Twitter channel. But not only, you could only saw that on our charts of GameSwift charts and CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, whatever what you are using. So hello, Pan. How are you doing?
I'm doing really fine, especially that I am back from India to my country, to my family. So I'm happy to spend this time with you and be back to the really hard work. By the way, there is no Jacob today on our live, but since the music was the natural part of our lives, so I decided to bring Maverick today, who is also a famous guitar player in Poland. So we are keeping very positive vibes and energy, and I hope that you appreciate it.
Guys, this is we need to talk about that India because I know, like, from the behind the scenes how it was, but that was very interesting story. I know that you've met a lot of great people there, maybe a lot of great opportunities for cooperation, like GameSwift and the other partnerships, business partnerships. Would you please tell us something more? How it was with India? Do people know you from India? Share us a story how it was from behind the scenes.
Oh yes, so this was my first time in India. I've never been there before, and I need to admit that it is some kind of the culture shock for me. I've never been in the country like this. I was astonished by the positive energy of the people from India, especially from Bangalore, where I spent 5 days on the India Blockchain Week. By the way, India Blockchain Week was the biggest crypto event in this month or even in this quarter, as it facilitated top projects, conferences. Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, was on the stage, and I was very, very happy to be in the same line like Vitalik. I was the speaker, so I was able to provide some alpha about GameSwift to the local community. The word local might be a little bit misleading because India is like 1.5 billion people country, so it's a huge society of people who are very amazed around crypto. And my additional goal was to build the business relationships with the most talented people there. I mean developers, I mean marketing influencers, and from the perspective of time, I can say that the mission is accomplished. I think that I personally met almost every single biggest KOL in India, and it's amazing, as you know, the big KOL in Europe means that he's having like 500,000 followers. In India, these numbers goes in millions of views, in millions of subscribers. So definitely, I think that my mission to India was kind of the success, and in upcoming weeks, this success will be materializing as we plan our expansion for Indian market. We are going to announce our country leader, who is going to build the whole GameSwift community around GameSwift in India. Maybe we'll also finalize this with some new CEX listing. So we have a very ambitious plan in India, and that was definitely a good time. But you know, this week was crazy, as I was the speaker.
We will go with that. We will go about that. We will share the story. I've heard that the people recognized you there in India. Actually, you didn't even have to introduce yourself. There was the story.
And that's another crazy part. Like, I've been to many conferences starting from January this year in different countries of the world, in different continents, but I've never been like recognized by the face. And on India Blockchain Week, people like been recognizing me. So one of them even told me that, wow, I'm watching the town hall, where is Jacob? I thought that Jacob will travel to India with you. So even Jacob, who's our like intern, and he's also recognized there. So this proves to me that GameSwift managed to build its brand awareness around the whole world. It's not Europe anymore. It's we are going global.
Yeah, totally. So not only GameSwift is famous, but also members of GameSwift are also quite famous over the world. You know, Pan did something crazy. Like when I heard about that, I was worried really, because he did something truly completely amazing. In 1 week, this guy actually was in the three completely different parts of the world, because at first we like started from Poland, but after that you were on the conference in Berlin, and from Berlin you fly to the India, and from India you came to Krakow. Tell us something more about Berlin now. How was that? And maybe you met someone interesting. How was in Berlin?
And by the way, in the meantime, it turned out that this guy who approached me in India, he's watching us also today. So big shout out to you,
Greetings
Soki
for you.
Play. Really nice to meet you in real life. So yeah, that was definitely crazy week, as I started in NBX Berlin, when I literally just gave my speech about GameSwift and the bullish catalyst around GameSwift growth. And literally after this speech, I gave two interviews and transferred directly to the airport in order to fly to India, first to Mumbai, then to Bangalore. The day after, I've been the speaker on India Blockchain Week, and since I started my networking in India, I've been back to Poland, to Krakow, where we facilitated as it turned out, a very big event for our GSWIFT army, for GSWIFT community. We didn't plan it to be so big, because we've been a little bit afraid that since it's a Christmas season, it was really hard for us to book any hall, any place for this kind of event. And it turned out to, this it was totally beyond my expectations. Like when I came there, it was like 12 p.m. So it was midnight, very, very late, as that was the earliest possible time for me to be back from India, and people were still there, very enthusiastic about
Yeah.
GameSwift. I think that and that's what I wrote on my Instagram when I be back to my home, that I feel that we are building something very, very special. I think that the GameSwift, who started as the underdog with $4 million in total funding. To be honest, please compare us to the other Web3 gaming ecosystem and their funding, which is starting from 20 to $200 million. But we managed we followed the community-oriented path from the very beginning. We wanted to limit our selling pressure on the token, so we facilitated a very small seed funding, but it turned out that we can get the best use of those funds to spread awareness, to deliver our technical stack, which is at the same level as those projects with tremendous funding. So I believe that community has appreciated that. The community start to recognize our big potential, because as I tweeted today, from the technical point of view, from the fundamentals point of view, we have everything to be in the top 100 market cap. But it is only up to our hard work, up to you as our community, whether we are going to be there in a couple of months or not. So, as I say, we had a very positive price action around games recently, but we stay humble. We are back to the work. We are focusing. That's what I said today to my team, because the team is obviously very excited. But I told them, please remember where we came from, where we started building. We started building in the bear market where nobody believed in us. Now we are starting delivering, starting to build our global brand awareness, but we need to stay humble. We need to keep keep delivering, keep working hard, and the market, as always, will verify it.
Yeah, this is what is very important, being humble, and this is also something what is very difficult, like doing all-time high after all-time high, and being humble is a tricky part. But we are trying to do that, and you need to understand, guys. This man is really, really very committed and devotes himself 100%. Just imagine like three parts of the world in just 1 week, and he even came back to this event in Krakow, just before the midnight. So everyone was waiting, and it was great event. I also was there. And maybe let's talk about the what's incoming, because like people are very heated about every news that GameSwift is just talking about on the Twitter channel, but also from your Twitter. So if you could like tell us something more about the GameSwift Pay. What will
Yeah.
it give? How it work? What it is actually? How the tiers in the GSP will work, and why should we so bullish about that?
Yes, so as I promised, December is the month of the GSP. So in upcoming days, we are going to finally release the specific number of GSWIFT tokens to be needed for each tier. And don't treat this name, I mean GSP, wrong. It's not that this means that only gamers or only people who will pay will find something interesting in this product. This is basically the whole tier system, which is including our whole product overview. So whether you are a gamer, whether you are a GSWIFT committee member and you have GSWIFT stake on your wallet, you find some benefit for you. So the idea is that depending on how many GSWIFT tokens you have, you'll be able to stake them for certain period of time. And you will subscribe to the GSP tier. And with this tier, there are a lot of benefits connected with participation in this product. The first one is that depending on the tier, you will receive the bigger portion of the real yield coming from our product ecosystem. This means that basically you will boost your APY on staking. So we are like transmitting from the traditional staking mechanism into the tier-based staking mechanism, and the more GSWIFT you have, the better APY you get. Another point, another bullish catalyst is connected with the airdrop multiplayer. Yes, I'm always repeating that my goal is to make GSWIFT the kind of buy, stake, and forget token, which means that by being and by locking your tokens in GSP, you will receive more the tokens through the airdrops, which are coming and which are very interesting. So it will be also very, very beneficial to be in specific tier, as your airdrop will be maximized by that. Another bullish catalyst is connected with our gaming platform itself. These 2 points, as you can see, you don't need to be the gamer to take advantage of them. The third point is typically connected with gamers. So what we developed is something that we call GBUX, and GBUX is going to be multi-chain payment infrastructure, basically the premium currency that you can easily implement through our SDK, which will automatically introduce the whole monetization infrastructure into your Web3 gaming, into your own Web3 game. This means that every gaming studio starting from now will be able to easily implement this monetization system. They can call their premium in-game currency however they want. It's kind of the modular, so they can adjust specific parameters, and by that they will get special benefits, as they are going to reduce the cost of development. They are going to maximize their revenue. And the way how GSWIFT will take advantage of that is, since we are the host of this infrastructure, if you have specific number of GSWIFT tokens staked into specific tier, you will have a better discount for buying this premium currency. We call it GBUX, but every single game like StarHeroes and many others, or Outer Life, they can use their own name for it. So by staking GSWIFT, you can get advantage in the gains from our platform, from our whole ecosystem. So I believe that this is another very bullish catalyst connected with GSPay. And there are a lot of others benefits which we are not going to reveal at the day one. We want to, as I said, build and spread emotions over the time. So I think that I told you 3 out of at least 7 benefits which are going to be part of GSPay. But stay tuned. You don't want to know everything at one time. And I think you are going to appreciate it. Of course, this is the early access. This means that we want to basically check how many of you are willing to have your own debit card, but the ultimate upgrade. So once GSPay will go into the mainnet, then every one of you will be able to get your own debit card and pay for whatever you want using in-game assets from the games facilitated, from the games who use our infrastructure. So this is, I think, our killer feature, which none of our competitors in the Web3 gaming industry can offer. And by having bigger stake, by having better tier in GSPay, you will have better cashbacks, better discounts using this debit card. So this is something that you can use. You can know, for example, from Crypto.com, from Binance, but none of those cards have developed the easy liquidation mechanism, which is facilitating the conversion of in-game assets into the real money, into your debit card. So that's the ultimate vision that I started sharing from the very beginning, that you can invite your beautiful wife or your beautiful girlfriend, your beautiful partner to the dinner, and you can pay for this dinner using, for example, Spaceship from StarHeroes game, and pay debit card. And in the background, the whole magic is happening. Your on-chain assets are being liquidated, and then off-ramped into the fiat currency to your debit card. So that's why I don't want to overwhelm you with this. And yes, the Leserec, it's very complicated from the technical point of view, but from the user perspective, it will be very easy.
Man, this is huge. This is very huge. Really, a lot of great alphas there. Listeners, if you have any questions, just feel free to write about them in the comment section. And please, smash the like button. Let this news spread widely. There's a lot of alpha, so a lot of people actually deserve that attention, I think. I personally can tell you that as a man working on StarHeroes, I can confirm that, the usefulness of these tools are simply amazing. It's great to see how GameSwift tools combine perfectly with games, and everything creates a common, beautiful, and smoothly functioning ecosystem. So this is something like worth to underline there. And moving forward, maybe you could explain us something more about tell us about the numbers with GameSwift Treasury, because this is basically one of the largest treasury currently. And you had a tweet about that. So people are curious about that. If you can tell us some numbers about, because it's impressive and we would like to know how it will be used there.
Yes, definitely. So as you can see, maybe I will even share my screen with this regard. I've made a tweet where I declared that once our treasury, our war chests will be announced, we are going to be automatically in the top 10 biggest treasuries in the whole DeFi world. And this words is something that I really mean. As you can see, here is the DeFi Llama overview, and you can see the specific treasuries. The biggest treasury right now is coming from Arbitrum DAO with $3.7 billion. Very significant treasuries also on Mantle. But what is really exciting is we need to bear it in mind that 44% of the GSWIFT total supply will be part of our treasury. So, and this is exactly how Arbitrum has built their treasury. Like 99% of the tokens in this treasury are connected with the value of the Arbitrum token. So let me quickly check the current GSWIFT price, because it is like affecting the value of this treasury. The bigger we go, the bigger this treasury will become. So right now we're on 58 cents per dollar, which means that we have 800 fully diluted valuation. This means that basically right now, only when I consider only GSWIFT tokens, we have $333 million in treasury, which means that we are somewhere between Golem Network and Gnosis DAO, top 8 treasury in the whole DeFi world. Can you even believe it? How massive information is it, and what does it mean for the future development of our modular blockchain? But there is more than that. What you need to consider is that the projects that strictly are cooperating with us, like Spartadex, which is delivering amazing results, they've also shared at least 1 million of their tokens to our treasury. Then there is StarHeroes, which is also going to deliver the specific number, which I don't want to reveal, of their tokens, which are also going to make this treasury even bigger. So I think with StarHeroes, Sparta, and GSWIFT combined only, and this will be only the beginning, we can be somewhere between Ethereum Foundation and ENS network. So that's something which is I believe that the market does not understand right now, because it's not visualized. But so our plan for the January is to finally deliver the dashboard of our treasury, to make it visible for every GSWIFT staker. What we are going to introduce is the whole governance mode, so everybody will be able to pass some governance proposals, and this is exactly why I'm telling you that when you analyze GameSwift, you should take into the consideration not our FDV, which is $800 million, but rather our market cap, because almost half of our total supply will be frozen under your governance and will act as our treasury. And even if there is some governance proposal, those tokens still will be subject to vesting. So by GSWIFT growing bigger, our treasury and our overall success is also going bigger.
That's true. That's true. And what is worth to add here also is like this treasury can be also combined with the airdrops of the projects that are coming to the ecosystem. One of those is, for example, StarHeroes. I don't want to confirm like today, but I can't also deny that there won't be any airdrop from StarHeroes. So just imagine, and as we are talking about StarHeroes, just
yeah, maybe I will ask some questions to you, because for those who are not aware, Maverick is the CEO of StarHeroes, the gaming studio which GameSwift has acquired like already 2 years ago, and they are delivering something really special. I think, from my perspective, StarHeroes is also, like GameSwift, kind of the underdog. So it was not AAA gaming studio from the very beginning. Those are not the guys who are like being proud of themselves that they are the best in the world, that they get $100 million in funding. This is rather the story of someone who was a really big gem on the really low market cap, who was discovered by Maverick. So maybe Maverick, you can also share the story of Jacek, of Jarek, our core developers, because it was you who found those gems, who discovered them, and onboarded them to the gaming studio, which is now one of the most anticipated premiere in the space.
Totally. It was like this very beautiful day when completely by accident I just met those great guys like Jacek and Jarek, the guys who were working on StarHeroes from the very beginning. Actually, for 2 years when I met them, like they were working on StarHeroes for 2 years there. And I was amazed with the quality, because they are like the top engineers from the web 2 like ecosystem, from the web 2 space, so they really know how to do games. They were involved in the great biggest titles in the world. So it was this beautiful story when I even didn't. It wasn't the story when I was looking for like builders of the game. I was looking for somebody who will help us with the 3D stuff in our project, and that's how I discovered them. And when I saw that, I just said that, guys, it's just amazing. Let's do it. Let's do it together. We'll give it the resources. We will combine the resources. We will hire more people, and we'll make this great game together with the Web3 ecosystem, which gives you a lot of great potential. So that's how it actually started. And with like, I'll be happy to tell more about that on the conference that will be in February next year. So 17th February, we are having a huge conference with announcing the Star Heroes with the publicly, and we'll have this great premiere, and like Cybertruck, you had one with Elon Musk, and not that far away. So yeah, I just want to encourage you to also like be with us on the Twitter channel, because there is Space Elite program, and I encourage you to join this program because you can have a great incentives there. You just need to go with the details and see what's happening there. But guys, it's very worth. It's very worth. It's very early, and it's very worth to jump here into that train, let's say, at this moment. But moving forward, guys, this is the show about the GameSwift. So maybe let's ask Pan something more about the centralized exchanges, because there's also a lot of things going forward them there, and maybe you could update us if there are any other exchanges on the radar, but also what happened before, if we had added any exchanges. So please give us some overview on that scope.
Oh yes, definitely. And in the meantime, I see that Deleserek is asking, "Are you planning to to do some great games as a GameSwift?" So, Guy, you just listened to the Maverick, the CEO of StarHeroes, who is building the game as the GameSwift related company. But I know if you eat, you're eager to eat even more. So I can reveal that this is not going to be our one and only game which is typically made by GameSwift. I think that you can expect something more, but please be patient. As I told you, we are not playing our all best cards in the same time. Speaking
And
of,
what I can
yeah,
add here only just I'm a good example that you can do it like together, and GameSwift is a very great backer when it comes to that. And you can do also your games like indie games like you had with the Web2 space. Maybe you can also launch them on the GameSwift platform. Just keep that in mind, because maybe there are a lot of talented people there listening us and wondering, maybe I will also make my game and where I could
exactly.
launch it. So this is the best place to do it.
Exactly. So I think Maverick is especially the gem hunter in terms of the human resources. Believe me, he found Jacek and many other talented people who are right now part of Star Heroes or GameSwift team. So if you feel that you are talented, if you feel that you can develop something huge, please DM to Maverick, DM to me. We are eager to cooperate. But speaking of centralized exchanges listing, what I am doing right now is sharing my screen, not to, like shield you GSWIFT token and tell you that we have amazing price action, but rather to show you markets, because the question is regarding our exchanges and their listings. So we started on Bybit, which is top 4 biggest centralized exchange in the world, very reputed one, and with SpartaDex, which is the native DEX on Arbitrum. I think right now the biggest volume is on those 3 exchanges. I mean SpartaDex, Bybit, and BitGet, which facilitated our listing last week. So as you can see, we keep delivering new listings all the time, and I believe that the idea here, and that's what I told you on the recent town hall. What I did is I promised you that if in 6 months period there will be no significant no significant token listing on one of the top 10 CEXs, then I'm going to perform 100 push-ups in here. And I believe that I've already delivered, since BitGet, depending on the day, it's somewhere between 8 to 12 position. So BitGet is already delivered, but I can reveal that I didn't mean BitGet at all. I believe that this is like the early phase of our journey. Our general goal is to diversify GSWIFT token. Right now, you can trade it on BitGet and Bybit as the two very big exchanges, but we want to diversify even more and facilitate more listings, both on global but also on local exchanges. I believe that the wrong strategy is to focus only on the global exchanges, since, for example, there are some very specific regulations around the world. For example, in the Netherlands, the Binance has been banned. So this is exactly why we should also remember on the local exchanges, like in India, in Poland, and many other significant countries in the crypto space. But the trading volume is not only about CEXs. DEXs are also playing a key role here. And as you can see, it's not only Sparta, but also Uniswap. And now, as I can see, Uniswap on Ethereum is having the top trading volume, which is a little bit like surprising for me, especially considering that the liquidity on Sparta is 5 times bigger. But still, it shows the strength of the Ethereum ecosystem. So decentralization and diversification around GameSwift is not only about exchanges, but it's also about different chains. So we used layer 0 technology to make our token omni-chain, so it could be easily bridged around the different EVM networks. And thanks to this, we are having liquidity not only on Arbitrum, but also on Ethereum. And this decision to facilitate and to provide liquidity on Ethereum turned out to be massive decision, because that right now Ethereum is responsible for the top trading volume, and I think that's only one of the reasons why we are becoming bigger and bigger. We keep delivering and keep focusing on diversification.
Guys, I hope that you're hearing that. My head is steaming. I wonder if yours too. And like moving forward, I saw not that long ago that you actually bought your probably first NFT, Neo Tokyo. And, so maybe you can tell us like why you did it, what inspired you to do that, maybe what is behind that. We saw that tweet on the GameSwift Twitter about these NFTs, and also I saw that also Alex Becker became interested maybe in GameSwift because he responds to that. So maybe something is cooking behind the scenes. I think that everybody would love to know like details behind that, and maybe there are also the other influencers that would be interested. If you could, Pan, just share like tiny portion of alpha, because with us today, what is behind that? It created a lot of hype and a lot of interest, and big names like are interested with GameSwift, and what's going on, man?
Yeah, so as you know, I'm constantly trying to listen to the voice of you, of our community, of the GSWIFT army. So you can very often find me on Discord, on Telegram, trying to read, to answer to your ideas. And it was the idea for Neo Tokyo came from one of our community members, whose nick is Bartolo Pierdololo, and Bartolo like texted
Beautiful
me.
name.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
beautiful. And Bartolo. Bartolo texted me that Pan, you need to like do something with Alex Becker and Neo Tokyo. They are like amazing gaming community, and that was something that I came across before. Like this collection was like something on my radar, but since I got such a feedback directly from the community, I came to the conclusion that okay, I need to do something about that. So what I did, you could see on chain, we purchased the Neo Tokyo from my personal wallet, but it is going to be used also as the GameSwift project. And I don't want to reveal too many details of what's going next, as I want, you know me, I want to build and spread emotions over the time, but I can definitely reveal that something big is cooking here.
Because it's truly gaming community, with Alex
Exactly.
Becker like on board. So like many great investors and influential people. So I'm also curious, guys. I'm also curious. I tried to take something more from Pan, but maybe he will reveal that with the next show. I think there's enough alpha besides that. So this is like the like something why we should like smash this like buttons over here in the live. So I encourage you to do that. And by the way, so maybe you can tell us something more about the roadmap, because we saw that tweet also about the GameSwift roadmap. There's a lot of great things like incoming, not only from this like engineering and technical perspective, but also from the marketing ones, etc. We are building a huge combine here with a great tools that can integrate with the great games that we are actually having on board, and we'll be having more and more of them. So if you could just tell us with some steps how it will go and how the roadmap will evolve.
Yes, so definitely. So let me share my screen again to show you this tweet around our roadmap. So our marketing strategy is pretty simple. We have still a lot of to enhance, a lot of to deliver. So rather than doing everything in one time, we are spreading this over a couple of months. So this December, like November, was based on multiverse expansion in cooperation with Layer Zero. It was tremendous success. We doubled our unique token holder numbers, and the big anticipation of the future Layer Zero airdrop and its distribution towards GSWIFT stakers. And by the way, if we are going to receive Layer Zero airdrop, it will be redistributed to GSWIFT stakers via GSPay. So that's something also very important for you. But this is only the beginning. Now December is the month of GSPay. We are going to announce the tier-based system, which I have already explained, but we still have a lot to offer. The next big things, and probably January, will be the month of StarHeroes. So StarHeroes listing is coming, and it's going to be very hot. Maybe there will be something special for GSWIFT stakers as well. Maybe not.
Who
We'll
knows?
see.
Who knows?
But definitely this is a big premiere, and something that you can build your anticipation around. The February will be the month of our modular blockchain, as we've been the first to give you some overview. Basically, we been like the first project in the space which utilized ZK EVM technology to build our own modular blockchain. It was far beyond other big projects coming to ZK EVM right now, but it is even more than that. Except from building modular blockchain, which is becoming trending thanks to the Celestia and some other projects similar to GameSwift, we are also introduced our own mechanism, which is called Shared Security Vault. So Shared Security Vault is the tool which is going to allow to convert the activity on our modular blockchain into GSWIFT token values. So every DApp specific chain, every game which is going to build their own chain on our modular one, will like share the staking rewards with GSWIFT validators and GSWIFT stakers. So I think what is market willing to find out is how many GSWIFT tokens will be needed to build your own validator, as I think this will be a big deal, and also those who are not able to build their own validators will be just waiting for staking their GSWIFT into those validators, and that's something that we are going to announce on February, as this is exactly the time where our modular blockchain testnet will be going live. And if you think about it, why it is very bullish for GameSwift is that when you go, for example, to, I don't know, CoinMarketCap or to CoinGecko and check which categories are trending, it is mostly data availability and modular blockchains. But there are not many projects under this category. It is mostly Celestia, and that's why they are printing so hard. But starting from our testnet, GSWIFT will be also listed there, which is going to build much bigger exposure for new investors analyzing our token. Speaking of some other big things, this is something that I have already shared. New text listings, that's definitely our goal, and we not stopping here to deliver new markets, but also RWA integration. That's our own product, which is going to be integrated into our platform, into our modular blockchain. But maybe this will be the March this will be the month where we are going to announce something more about that. So that's only like the teaser for the Q1 of the 2024. You don't even know what's coming in the Q2 or Q3. So if that's not bullish for you, then I don't know what you are doing here.
If that's not bullish for you, then I don't know what you're doing here, yeah. If that's not bullish for you, then I don't know what you're doing here, yeah. Guys, this Townhall is on fire, as I saw in the comment section. You know, you need to believe me. I'm also on fire with the new all-time highs moment by moment, looking at them, etc. You know, guys, a lot of great influencers are now talking about games. If you just saw like tweets from the Ivan on Tech, you just saw that tweets on the Slayer, our great ambassador. You just saw, you know, all that noise, and there will be probably a lot more even than that, because people are getting more and more familiar with our ecosystem, and it's, you know, like the snowball, I suppose. So totally hyped about that. I hope that you are too, with this great energy that we are trying to share here with you. You know,
By the
but
way,
we are saying
I love that meme, Maverick. I don't know if you've seen it.
I didn't.
Yeah, so you know, it's all about that. You know, GSWIFT is having its own market cycle. Why the alts market is dumping, but we are like,
I saw that. I saw that. There were plenty of these memes, you know. So I just like to say that I didn't, because maybe I will see something new, you know.
by the way,
Uh,
we also encourage you to provide the memes like this, because it's like, you know, we are also here to have some fun. We are in the very
sure.
risky market when every day there is a risk around the corner. So why not having fun? Why like doing something huge like GSWIFT?
Yeah, guys. We also love to smile, you know. We love that memes. So we love your creativeness about this meme. So just go ahead with that and share that with you. You can just pick our Twitter handles, you know, to so we will be aware. But yeah, this is very great to watch. And guys, this is like the section maybe for you, because maybe some of you could have any questions. So we would love to answer all that questions, you know, because it's not only our show, we are in live. So live is something where we can share, you know, our perspectives, etc. So if you are having some questions, this is the right time to ask it in the deep, please. Yeah. This is the right this is the right time to ask these questions on the chat.
You know the meme with Pablo Escobar sitting on the bench?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's exactly how the people who are waiting for this with dip feels like, because you're like sitting there thinking when the dip, and the dip is not coming.
Yeah, I've heard that. That somebody just told, you know, I'm selling part on like point 30 and I will pay back on point 20, but never get back. But I don't want to
Yeah,
shield. It's not a, yeah, we are not shielding, you know, we are humble guys. We
yeah.
are really,
Stay
we really
humble.
truly, we really truly working hard like behind the scenes. We can smile them with you, etc.
Yeah.
But like the reality is that we are really trying to like stay focused, and we are really staying focused, because we are here for the bigger milestone and for the bigger goal that we are having ahead of us. So staying humble and building here for long. But
Yes,
let's,
and that's exactly
yeah,
what I tweeted today. That don't be mad with us. We are having some kind of excitement today, but also on our all of previous town halls, because we feel a satisfaction of building something really huge. And the thing that we need to remember is where we came from, because exciting price action brings a lot of joy, but our journey, like I tweeted, is more than just numbers. We don't have the space for premature celebrations. We need to focus on fundamentals, on our infrastructure, because the true GSWIFT potential lies somewhere in the top 100 market cap. And this means that still there is much work to be done. The work from our technical team, from our marketing team, but also from you, from our community, because we are growing, but you are also growing with us. So let's stay humble, keep grinding, because we are like on the very early stage of what we are planning to deliver.
Rock and roll is also playing here, you know. Yeah,
I felt like on some kind of concert, like that.
yeah. I wanted to give you some ambient, you know.
Some music background, right?
Yeah, some music
For the
comes.
speech.
I thank you that you know noticed that because I really tried hard, you know. Yeah, guys, you know, for me personally, like what's bringing me the most joy is building like great things, and I think that this team is just about that, you know. A lot of joy for this team is bringing like building great things, and yeah, these are the moments like for celebrate, but definitely we will build more. I could say that. As for questions, Pan,
Yes,
because
so
we are having some questions on the chat. Would you like me to choose one, or would you like to choose by yourself?
I see that Maciej Tomczyk, and that's not a coincidence. The famous Polish KOL is asking whether GameSwift and StarHeroes will be present on any crypto conference in Poland. Probably you are speaking about the conference on February, but Maverick, maybe you can say something more about that.
Guys, this will be huge. Trust me. This will be huge. I don't want to even shield that.
No.
I'm just telling you the fact. You know, that are the facts, and I'm not shilling. I'm just telling the truth because we are really like about being on the huge conference in Poland on 17th February with a great other projects that will be also there because this is huge conference. There will be
Can you
all
reveal whether this will be a world premiere for StarHeroes?
this will be the world premiere with a great tournament with our best players, with best alpha testers, so with best ambassadors. So you definitely need to join to this ambassador group because there you can have a chance actually to be on this event with us, like together and win this great prize that we just prepared for you for this event. And really, we will do it in the like style of Cybertruck, in the style of something like Elon Musk did with the premiere of the Cybertruck, and so we were really pumped about that. So we want to do something similar. We really like thinking like big with what we are doing because we love to we love to bring a new value to the ecosystem, to the space, to the Web3 space. As for the GameSwift with the great tools and etc., and as for Star Heroes with the great quality and great emotions and this gameplay feeling. So definitely keep that in mind. Mark the date, save the date, 17th February, and be there with us.
Perfect, perfect. So I've got like 2 more minutes because my wife is waiting for me around the corner. So maybe I will quickly answer more questions. I know that Mr. The Compmat, is asking about RWA, how it will be connected with GameSwift, and that's the surprise that you are going to receive. That's kind of the alpha that you receive. That this kind of product is in development, but once you realize how important it is, your life will be different. So please stay tuned, and I don't want to reveal it right now. We have still a lot of to announce, but not today. Also, greetings for Chwacka, Casualty Jesus, our old friend from Croatia. Really, really nice to see you. I'm really happy that our community is growing. We started in Poland, but now expanding to India, to Croatia, many other countries. So you can also type the country you're right now, maybe whether you're in Poland, in Brazil, in Germany, or some other country. Please write me where you are based. We are also happy to explore where is our community. Speaking of the other questions.
Speaking for the other questions, guys. Maybe last questions because Pan, as he said, has only 2 minutes, so let leaves him.
Oh, and I see that Noldia Watochus is asking that on one live, Jesus Martinez, crypto gaming influ with 120k followers, were asking how to approach the CEO of GameSwift. So thank you for this, Alpha. We'll try to connect with him.
Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here with us on this great Townhall. I hope we bring some fire to you. We really wanted to do it and really tried a lot. So thank you, Pen, very much for being there and to share some alphas. And be with us on the next episode of GameSwift Show.
And one final thing, when announcement for GSPay, that's the alpha that I really owe you. I feel that I owe you. So next week on the town hall, we are going to reveal the tier system, all the numbers. So the alpha will be revealed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. Take care.
Woo!